Jujutsu Shenanigans should realistically be dead by now according to the track record of Jujutsu Games on Roblox, but with recent updates, it's clear why it's still here and living on. So today we'll be deep diving back into my beloved Jujutsu Shenanigans. Subscribe to become OP. Exhibit A, Jujutsu Shenanigans continues to innovate. So I haven't played Jujutsu Shenanigans in another 2 or almost 3 months, and returning to this game is always a treat because I get to return and see so many different updates, and most importantly, I get to glaze the game once again. You guys get to cry about it in the comments once again. It's been so long that I even missed the April Fool's update event that reset the map back to the old one. I hate this map, so I don't really care about it that much. The movement of Jujutsu Shenanigans has been completely reworked, and I almost didn't realize it until I actually started to move around with my character. They also added many achievements to Jujutsu Shenanigans, so you can now platinum the game. And I'm not sure if Z has been playing a lot of blue light games, but the addition of MVP animations definitely was a welcome one. But Burst also got a rework that literally spawned an NPC to help you against teaming. NPC? What the heck? What? Goku, why? Oh wow, it really is like an NPC that comes out and helps me. Look at him. Yo, look at the NPC. Yo, the NPC's going crazy. Yo, the NPC just went nuts. Now onto the reworks that might have saved my previous main Hikari. Starting with the main tech that was added to shutter doors. Basically now if you don't land shutter doors, or you purposely don't land it, the doors actually sit for a few seconds, and you can jump on them. And Rough Energy now has a new aerial variant where he slams down onto the opponent, which I love using now. And with this new shutter doors technique, you could actually come up with some really cool looking combos where you can use the door to bounce the opponent in the air after using a knockback move like his fourth move, or just, I don't know, using an uppercut, or in so many other creative ways that the fiends of JJS have already discovered. Now on to Defense Attorney aka Higuruma, the newest character to be completed. Of course, you have Extended Swings, which is my favorite mix-up move in the game now. Justice Serve is as satisfying as ever, exploding people into pieces and teleporting across the map with this variant. I hate Roblox! No! Grapple is great for yeeting people towards you in the most annoying way possible, even when you're not in their fight. And their fourth move is Twirling Strikes, which is great for finishing off combos. I just think Defense Attorney's base is the perfect character for destroying people who decide that holding F is the way they want to play. Now onto his Awakening, which is probably one of the most unique ones in the game. First of all, to even enter his Awakening, you have to get whoever is trapped in there with you, and I'm talking about your domain, to confess, which led to some very goofy moments. But I love the fact that this is exactly like in a show with JJS's signature goofy spin on it. Like, what? But once you actually enter the Awakening is where the real fun starts. The first move is called Execution, where you lunge at your opponent and then knock them down. Once you hit this move twice, your opponent loses his arm and it gets stuck on your sword. Once you hit this move 3 times, it can just straight up one-shot your opponent. Final Judgment is a timed event type move where whoever you are going against must win this quick time event in order to not be one-shotted. Because if you win, they get smited immediately, but if you lose, they just take a large amount of damage anyway. What? What the f is this? What am I? Bro, what is going on? What is this? What? Oh my god. Verdict is another normal slashing move, but once you press R, it one-shots. And then Triple Sentence only one-shots if you hit all 3 of the thrown swords to your opponent. If you only get a couple, the animation actually gets canceled, but you still do a lot of damage. No! Sukuna move! Bro, I hate Sukuna players. I hate Sukuna players. I was having so much fun. But another interesting thing about this Awakening is that all your M1 attacks, despite doing damage, won't actually stun your opponent. Which I'm not sure if this is a way of balancing the character or what, but still one of, if not the best Awakenings anyway, so it doesn't really matter much here. I'll rate Defense Attorneys, aka Higuruma, as a whole, a solid 9 out of 10. Z did a pretty awesome job with this character. Next, on to Star Rage, which is the best character for if you want to aura farm out of nowhere. But this might be one of my most favorite characters ever added to the game for various reasons. Garuda Rebound being the first move, and I absolutely love this move because it's an auto-tracking projectile, and it's one of the only auto-tracking projectiles in the game that can easily catch your opponent off guard. If you use it again right before it touches you, you can kick it again, but this time it's a guard-breaking Garuda Rebound. Then you have Rising Rage, which is an awesome move that can lead directly into any of your moves into your kit. Mass Breaker is honestly one of the most broken moves in the game. It literally is an auto-tracking dash punch that also breaks your opponent's guard, making it easily one of the best and most annoying moves to deal with in the game. Garuda Stab is awesome to catch people with or start combos into Rising Rage, and then you also have Garuda Rebound, and it's just a great move overall, and it looks really cool. Then you have the ultimate move being a freaking black hole, which is just dope. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to ruin your fight real quick. Yep, black hole time. Yep. Oh my god. Overall, I so far really like Star Rage, and I personally like it a lot more than Locust Sky. I'll rate this moveset a 9.5 out of 10. Yes. The next character that was added finally is my GOAT, my king, my brother Yuta Okotsu. One of the coolest characters in JJK history, and Z absolutely cooked with his base so far. Severing Path being a barrage of slashes, and the second move being Resilient Slash, which is a teleporting slash move that had me hyped as hell. Let's go. Veil Step being one of the coolest moves in the game. At first, it's like a smooth backflip looking kick. Then if you press 3 again, it turns into a jumping attack onto your opponent, which is so satisfying to land. Then Resolve, your fourth move, is also super cool. And if you press it again, you can also down slam your opponent into the ground, which was awesome. And I didn't know this at first, but apparently you can create air combos with this move, and I just had to try it. So like this. Oh my god, no, that's fire, dog. Then of course your special is Summoning Rika, which of course right now can only give your Severing Path an alternate effect. If you hit Severing Path once with Rika out, you can hit it again, and then Rika does its own down slam onto your opponent. Oh, yo! Can you really blame me for being absolutely hyped when first playing with Yuta? Hey! Hey! Rika is nuts, bro! Yo, Rika is nuts! Bro, Rika is crazy! Overall, Yuta's base so far might have made him my favorite character in the game already, or maybe that's just recency bias, I don't know, but I love this character so far. The next character being Aspiring Mangaka, aka Charles from the JJK manga, but his first move is Despair, a barraging move with the spear weapon that combos directly into his forward, which is Sacrilege, his most highest damage move.
Nice.
Hey, and it hits in the air? Okay, nice. But the thing about this character is that he's mainly a counter-heavy character. He has 2 counters, his second move being a semi-counter that has a small window, but is super satisfying to hit. So wait, is it a counter where they have to hit me? Oh, it's a counter! Oh, okay, I get it now. I understand it now. Then you have Eye Catching, which is also another powerful counter that has a long in lag and also goes off cooldown if you hit it. Then for his awakening move, which is Foresight, and yeah, this was cinema. What the heck? It's like a cutscene. Hey, 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 hey! That was fire! Oh, you're gonna take a chance to kill me? You're gonna take a chance to kill me? No, I will kill you now. Nope. Oh no, I won't. I'm so trash. Okay, hold on. This is why I hate Vessel players. You guys never let anyone just enjoy their moment. His R special, basically, it places this little square on your opponent, and you could basically shift them around the map, and I thought that was really cool. Charles overall was an amazing addition to the JJS roster and fits right in. I'll rate Charles a 9 out of 10. Z absolutely cooked with these 2 characters 100%, and I love how different they feel compared to the rest of the characters. Now to one of the coolest features I think Z has added to JJS, and that is something as simple as various items you can now use in the game, kind of like items in Smash Bros or Brawlhalla, but in a Battlegrounds game. Firstly, starting off with the golden parry coin. This coin can literally parry any projectile in the game. What? Then you have a gun, which is self-explanatory. It turns the game into America instantly. There is also a game mode attached to this item as well, Jet Black Blade, which is a sword item that changes your M1s to sword M1s. I got destroyed by someone using this, so GG's, this is pretty good. They also added Toji's Playful Cloud as an apology, I guess, for not adding the character to the game. Not a good enough apology, by the way, Z, but still a good weapon nonetheless. The coolest part is that as your HP decreases, the damage of your weapon increases. A voice recorder is also an item item in the game, which is like a bomb that stuns the enemy for a few seconds. And then Hazunoki's eye, which is another bomb that does a lot of damage. And then you have Mahito's special item Transfigure Human, which allows you to build a wall. Then the newly added weapon is a freaking sniper rifle. Shoot! Oh my god! Yo, this is insane. You can't aim vertically, by the way, so no sniping on top of buildings, unfortunately. Exhibit B, the new Jujutsu Shenanigans map is amazing. So Z basically decided to finally add new parts to the map, and there was honestly more here than even I was expecting. So instead of telling you, let me just show you. Bro, no way they changed the spawn things to some retro slot, bro. Get that retro slot out of here, bro. Oh my mama, get that retro slot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, cat pictures. I hate cats. F cats. If you like cats, I don't care. Shut your stupid. Hey, okay, the garage finally opened up. Or like this is like a factory or something. I'm not sure. And there's like a random couch up here. Oh! Holy no way! Oh my god! JGS bookstore. Okay, we got How to Team for Dummies. Percy. Yo, he actually got Percy Jackson. What do you guys know about Percy Jackson, bro? Z knows balls. Sorcerer's Appliances. You know, that's so cool how Z like puts fan art in his games for his community. I think that's so dope. Bro, that's Subway? Subway's kind of mid. Bro, there's an actual bowling alley down here. Wait, it's like a sewer system. Whole sewer system, dog. Oh, shoot. Bro, this is so cool. Bro, that map. Bro, no way the cheese stunts is down here from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, bro. Elite ball knowledge. Exhibit C, how skill builders are changing Battlegrounds games forever. JGS and TSB both have a revolutionary feature called skill builders. First, TSB added it, and then JGS added it shortly after. I don't care who copied who, I just think this is one of the coolest features ever brought to a Battlegrounds game. And I am a horrible builder, so it took me a minute to figure out how to even use the JGS skill builder, but I eventually did it. But basically, you can insert whatever animation you want or any skill you want to build with, and you basically create a combination of those moves that ends up making a new skill. But of course, there's already maps of people creating these skills and making actual custom movesets, and these are some of the most popular custom servers in the game. Hell, people have already did what Z should have did months ago, and that's add Toji. Can you tell I'm still bitter about that, by the way?
I got something for you. Here, take this. Take this. Yeah, eat it.
Now, it isn't complete control, like you can't technically make an entirely new moveset with entirely new anims, but you can get close at least with the current tools here, which I think ultimately will help the game survive in the long run. Exhibit D, why Jujutsu Shenanigans should be dead.
What do you mean by that?
Now, this statement isn't exactly to hate on Jujutsu Shenanigans in any way, but like seriously, if you told me that Jujutsu Infinite would be outlived and beaten by Jujutsu Shenanigans, I would have told you a year ago that that's impossible, because I seriously am surprised by how long Z has been able to go with this game, and he's honestly managed it the best out of any Battlegrounds game in my opinion. I mean, TSB barely gets updated, and when it does nowadays, it takes literal months to do so. And then you have Heroes Battlegrounds, which is a good game, don't get me wrong, but obviously isn't as popular as JGS, and the other Battlegrounds games are dead by mismanagement. Another new JoJo game inspired by JGS came out recently, and that game is the prime example as to why Jujutsu Shenanigans is still active. Despite what people say about the combat of JGS, JoJo Roguery is literally one of the buggiest, clunkiest Battlegrounds games I've ever played, and is literally what people think JGS's combat is like. Bro, this game is trash. What am I playing right now? This little goofy Jujutsu Kaisen game is standing the test of time, and I'm happy that I'm still able to create videos on it and you guys still enjoy them, obviously, which is why I keep coming back to it. Somehow they always maintain freshness with each character as well too, and no character feels the exact same to the last one, so hopefully this continues. And also, welcome back Sorcerer's Battlegrounds, but obviously that game ain't touching Jujutsu Shenanigans. I just had to say it. Realm Rampage, you too, bro. But as I say in every video, if you guys enjoyed this video, you like to see more content like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.